Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Built Daily podcast. So today I'm not actually going to be having a guest here. Now we do have a really great guest lined up for a couple days from now, I believe on Thursday or Friday. I can confirm that later. But I've had a hell of a time getting my setup. Like I had everything working perfectly, and for whatever reason, it just straight up like my mic wasn't working. So I've had a ton of issues, and I spent most of the day today trying to fix them. So I'm going to just make sure everything's working here. So just give me 1 sec here. Test. Okay, so I have confirmed mic working. Beautiful. So, guys, what's going on? It's been a little bit. So this is a stream I would normally do on OBS, but I'm doing it here on StreamYard. So I'm gonna test that functionality out to see how it's going. It's kind of a big day, honestly, because as some of you know, if you're in my Telegram channel, like where's the light for this? Why is everything okay? Some of you, if you're in my Telegram channel, I posted that I was featured on Tea with Gary V, which was really cool. So I got to have a bit of a conversation with Gary V for about 10 minutes, which was awesome, and kind of dived into everything I'm building. I discussed Built Daily there with him. He's gave me some feedback and said basically I need to keep grinding the IRL tire business, do a good job on that as it feeds into my side hustle, which is here. So solid take on his part. But what I wanted to show you guys, and this is a quick stream, like it might even be 10 minutes. It's just like I really just wanted to get everything up and running and working and make sure I don't fall out of routine, because guys, I haven't been live for probably 8 days. If you don't know this, maybe you do, I don't know. I bought some land about 2 hours away, vacant land. And I spent the last year developing that land. I bought a little camper, put it on there, and spent the last week or so in the hot sun. Boy, it was rough out there, building the deck. So that's what I've been doing, and it's taking up a lot of my time. I'm kind of all out of whack, but I will say I kept up with my diet. I'm tracking my calories. I'm working it. I'm at all-time high in terms of weight, which is a goal of mine that I had. And we have a homie, G Daily to all the homies. So I promise I'm going to be doing this pretty well daily, going especially into the fall, winter, when we're getting to good routines. It's just been a little chaotic, but we keep building. So today I wanted to discuss the Built Daily Suite here real quick. So basically what the Built Daily Suite is, it's a set of tools that if you own the Solana meme coin daily, or if you own some of my NFTs, you will get access to these tools. And what these tools are designed to do is simply give you creative power in a sense. So there's a lot of people that want to build a brand within crypto or build a brand outside of crypto, and I want to give them tools to do so. Now, where this project is heavily crypto related, as it did start as a Solana meme coin, it makes sense to make the first tools native to that space. And that one of the first things that it did was create a token analyzer. You can put in contract addresses on these various tools, and it'll provide you some feedback. Like if we go, this is probably one of my favorite tools, just a chart I already have open, holder distribution analysis. So what the idea here is simply is you put in a contract address and you paste it in there. It'll provide you back the results of the holder distribution. This works really well to paint a narrative for a token. So after you check this enough, you'll see what's a good ratio. You want whales to have a certain amount of supply. So let's just say you started, like when I very first got into Annie, it was a token that I loved. If you post about that token Annie, you're going to get a lot of engagement, but you can do more thoughtful posts, and this is going to help you build your brand. You can put that contract address in there, grab this holder data, screenshot it, and then put it in your post. So what this suite does is it takes tools and numbers that you can use to build your brand, which is pretty cool. But I will say, like, the vibes indicator is not, I'm going to remove that. It's just not really working that well. But everything else is pretty good. And I want to make like the the TA chart, the technical analysis chart. It's pretty good for just like reading on your own, but it's not great for screenshotting. So I want to make this data more presentable in a screenshotted manner so that you have these tools available to you that you can start to create your own brand using our tools. And all you have to do is own one Audi and some daily, and you get full access to everything that we're going to keep. I'm going to keep adding tools here as I see fit. It's just remarkable what you can do now. So on-chain data, this is probably one of my favorite pages. So this will give you just a snapshot of yesterday of how the trenches, quote unquote, worked or are looking. So we see yesterday, Pump Fund got 91%. That's outstanding of all revenue. I only track revenue. I don't care about the other metrics. Like, I don't really care about who's getting the most new launches or things like that. Like, who's making the money? That's what I want to look at. So we track that. So it's Pump Fund, Heavens, and Let's Bonk. Let's Bonk has just gotten completely destroyed. But anyway, so going on from there. So that's great data. You can screenshot that. Like, you can make that a part of your regular post. Your create a narrative around the Launchpad wars. So that's great data for you. You can get it elsewhere, but I think it's like if you get it right from Dune, the UI doesn't look the best. This, in my opinion, this looks a little bit cleaner, and it'll make your data look unique as if you're getting it from like kind of like a special place. So I think there's some value in that. If you go down, this is another one. Like, I want to know how many people are actually trading in the trenches. And you'll notice this one candle is way, way lower. That's because the week isn't done yet. So that's to date. So obviously it's going to be quite a bit less, but we are trending down. So there's just like a lot less people trading in the trenches right now. And then you can toggle between daily volume and monthly volume. And this is our monthly. Like, the monthly volume of the past year is actually pretty good right now. But if you compare it to where we were at, like, you know, year and a half ago, it's dramatically different. But the volume is actually better right now than it has been in a while. So these are all tools available to Audi and daily holders, and we'll continue to grow that suite with different data that you can use to create your brand, which is really what I'm going after. And then this content creator tab, this is where things really get interesting. Really, really interesting. And it's beyond just X. Like most of crypto Twitter is on crypto Twitter. Obviously, they're creating their content on X. But I would really like to help people outside of just crypto Twitter. Like, it's a very small niche. It's not vast. There's a lot of people who are creating content in a lot of different niches, and I want to create tools for them as well. So one thing that I know I personally have struggled with in the past is just the hooks, like the built daily content. Even though it's voiceover, I still curate the videos and try to have them flow a certain way. And that first line is the hook. And I use these tools to create those hooks for our own videos. So that's a tool that I actually found quite helpful myself. So I created this generator that will do that for you. And it'll create a whole bunch of different hooks for you and give you maybe 10 of them. And then you pick which one you like. And maybe they're all, you find them a little bit cheesy. At least we'll put you on the right path, right? You don't have to use exactly that. Content review, you can post your content in, and it'll fact check, and it'll just give you ideas for improvement. None of these tools just tell you what to do. They're all guides, okay? So you use it as a guide. So again, going to create a lot more there. But right now, this is kind of the favorite stuff I'm working on. It's kind of the first step. Like, I think even before you build your brand, it's important to just get your whole life aligned in a sense. So like, if you want to create a brand around Solana meme coins and you're like, man, how do I do that? So you put that goal in this tool. Oh, hold on. I didn't realize that wasn't working right now. Let's go right here. I like open up on a different browser. I'm always tweaking this stuff, and you do one little thing and it makes everything kind of break. You need to go back and edit it. So I'll fix this. Hold on here, guys. Educational. Okay, so I got to fix that. So here's a different tab. This is fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on. So basically, what we're building here. So to create a goal, I have to fix that. We'll do that soon. But this one's not out yet. But basically, what this is a tool where you're going to put in. It's going to create you a content strategy. You put in like the platforms you're currently on, which ones you're actually focused on, and you're going to put in how comfortable are you on front of the camera, who inspires you, all this kind of stuff, and it's going to actually create a strategy for you. Again, work in progress. Let's go. This needs a few edits, I think. My family's hungry, so I got to take off here now. Who are you trying to reach? So you'd want to actually take time to fill this out properly. What am I missing? Oh. I gotta take off. I'd like to get this done first though. Boom. Okay. So that tool, it's unfortunate that wasn't working. I wanted to show you that, but that's not working. The create a new goal feature. I'm going to get that working tomorrow. But here, so here's what this tool will do. This is the content strategy tool. So you fill out all that information, hopefully a little more thoughtful than the way I just did it. And it's going to create like your content pillars. It's going to tell you strategy. So TikTok, daily short form, 15 to 60 seconds, focus on educational content related to meme coins. Repurpose. So it's going to show you how to repurpose your longer form content and then pop you with some content ideas as well. Give you some engagement tactics and how to measure the growth. So the idea would be once that the goal page is fixed, I'm going to get that done. You put in your goals and then you put that stuff into your content strategy, and it's going to create a really thoughtful strategy for you to build your brand with. So that's the idea there. But anyway, today was really honestly just about getting back on here live, even if it's just for 15 minutes. And, showing you the tools that I'm working on. It's a work in progress, of course. Coins in general right now, pretty flat or bad in general. The only thing I'm really liking right now is this one. So this is at 181K. If you are in the community in the community chat, would you have to own an Audi to get in? I did share this at 100K, and at that level was right here. I felt like it's pretty low risk because these guys are legit. I use the tools all the time. It allows me to make GIFs, animated GIFs really easily, but you can animate any video. It's kind of like VO3. They're using the webhook, but they have their own kind of twist to it. So I really like this. So I definitely recommend this. Even at 180K, probably a good spot to start to DCA. I wouldn't full port here. Chances of seeing 100K again are fairly likely, but anyway. Thank you guys for just checking this out real quick. I'm going to have these guys on the podcast soon. And we're going to keep build daily in Audis, do our thing. We don't have to participate in crypto in the mucky, yucky way that it's currently done in the Solana trenches, where it's just constant rotation and grifts and just crap. So let's not participate in that side of things, and let's build things for the long term that we actually enjoy. And that's what Built Daily is all about. It's not about a market cap. It's about building a community and showing the trenches that you can build differently. You don't have to pander to a market cap. You can just build a brand, and in time it will grow. So that's what we're all about. All right, guys. Peace.